Is there anything in the future regarding product extension
Yeah.
with little things that fit on ladies' feet?
Well, before we go into the future on the product extension, let's do a back to the future.
Oh, I like it.
So back to the future, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, we thought we were ready. Footwear,
Mm,
handbags are great. Let's jump into footwear, right?
right.
Failing forward is a term I love. And so
Mhm.
we jumped right in. We thought, well, we'll just do sandals. We brought them out and nothing.
Really?
Literally nothing. No, they didn't sell through. We put them in about 100 of our specialties and our department stores. We put them online. It was just the wrong product,
At
probably
the
at the
wrong
wrong
time.
price.
Yeah.
And most importantly, it was the wrong time. We
Yeah.
were not ready to move into footwear. So that stung a little bit, but I carried that forward every time I thought we were ready to add another extension. So that was one of my great lessons in order now, when you say what's on the roadmap for the next 10 years, we absolutely feel we have some product extensions in the brand, but we are very cognizant of the fact that we'll only do them when we're completely ready. And to give you an
Right.
example, Lululemon, how big were they before they finally launched their own footwear line, which is just recently, right?
Yeah.
And they tested with a brand for years in their stores to make sure they could learn and learn and learn. I like to look towards other successful brands that I admire for those lessons and say to myself, instead of going into a whole new category, we iterated with the crossbody, with small leather goods, most recently with a higher end price bag, our Allen puts us in the
Right.
$1,000 price point. So we're going to stay in that area for a while, as long as we can, before we jump into another category.
Yeah, I love it. And I think that's smart. And, you talk about, failing fast, and every business owner out there, any visionary that might even be with an enterprise company that's talking it over, we talk about our failures and we talk about how it helped us to pivot, to grow, to not do that again or
Yeah.
realize that it was the wrong time. What do you have to share or say to the individuals listening today about failure and the fact that it can be a very good thing?
If you're listening, I want to be speaking to you as an individual. So as an individual, my pride and my ego kept me from acknowledging my failures for a long time, Laurie. And what I did is I found I kept repeating them and I kept repeating them. So when I jumped into the fashion industry, what I started to do is really not just celebrate my own failures, but celebrate those small failures within the organization so that people
Right.
could grow. And I started owning them and talking about them. I call it failure therapy. So what I would say is really look hard at what hasn't worked and ask people around you what they think and listen, really listen and learn from that. So what I've learned from the footwear failure was we weren't ready. Our
Mhm.
first retail store, we did our first one in Las Vegas, way before with the 3 that we have now, before the footwear. Brand new center, beautiful, great store, opened up next to Ramoa, great brands, right on the strip. Crickets,
Really.
nothing. I
Mhm.
learned wrong location.
Mhm.
Brand wasn't ready. The wrong customers coming in, all of these things. So before we opened another store, I took a look at that lesson and I said, how can I not repeat this? Well, here's all the lessons from it. So failure is so critical to success, so critical. You need to fail to be successful. If you are lucky the first time out of the gate, it's probably luck. And
Yeah.
that's where I think people can really fail hard, is they think that their early success is why it's all about me. I'm so successful. There's outside environment, there's macroeconomic forces. There's so many things that play into one. That's why they say, like the Warren Buffett, I'm a Buffetteer, right? Success happens over extreme long periods of time. And normally it's the same successes that have occurred many lifetimes before. If you study that, study what was successful in the 20s and the 40s and the 60s and the 80s, mimic that, you're probably going to be successful today.